I actually was a bit worried because when I asked Lauren about the other wives, she said they're just a bunch of drunk bogans. Are you joking?
Being with Clint, you know, on a daily basis, like, I don't have a connection with Clint. There is no spark. But I just don't feel like I need to share it with all of you. I actually don't want to talk to any of you right now, so. I don't people I have any interest in talking to, and it's not either of you.
What? Are you joking? Watch your tone. Watch your tone. Jamie, calm down. No, bitch. Karina, don't even defend her right now.
She's been...
Listen, like, Lauren's level of disrespect was so unneeded. I don't know who, you know, gave her or where she got this confidence from to be speaking to people so, you know, so rudely. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, she's acting as if like these are people that she has to like spend the rest of her life with. Like, you're in an experience for a couple of weeks or months, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, why can't you just keep it cordial? Why be so judgmental? Why be so cruel? I mean, listen, the more I see Lauren, the more I say that Elliot was wrong when he said that he was saving her. He was saving himself, because this is crazy. It makes me wonder, did he see this? Because obviously, you know, he's the one that does mention to the ladies that he was a bit nervous by meeting them because of what Lauren had already said about them prior. Do you see what I'm saying? And I think obviously when somebody has that type of attitude, it can then allow you to potentially read that person a little bit easier or incorrectly. When I say that, one of Elliot's reasons for leaving and not wanting to be with her is because he said that he felt like she was artificial. And to be honest with you, someone who behaves the way she does usually is potentially artificial. Do you see what I'm saying? And maybe that's what also, you know, put me in a position where he was like, yeah, I don't know if I can be with you because you don't seem like somebody that I could actually build a relationship with, where you're going to be respectful to my choices. You know, like, she probably gave him the vibe as somebody that was always going to challenge anything that he wanted to do, because she says that she wants a masculine man, but yet she's barely even giving Clint a chance. You see what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, granted, she probably would have given Elliot a chance because she was obviously more physically attracted to him. And obviously now she probably feels, you know, done wrong by the experts, because she's been given someone that is less attractive. Meanwhile, Elliot's been given pretty much a younger version of her. Difference is, Veronica's a bit of a wackadoodle. But either way though, I do wonder if Elliot had seen some of these signs, and that's another reason that pushed him to leave. Because I will say this, with us men, especially if you're dealing with a man like Elliot, if we read certain things of women, we don't always necessarily tell them why we leave. We just say, listen, it's not working, we gotta go. Because even if you tell them, they're not always going to listen to the reasons. You see what I'm saying? So there's a chance he was like, listen, I just want to leave in peace. Even though the way he left obviously ended up being quite abrupt. But nonetheless, though, we continue.
Saying that for you, there's no spark, she's not interested to the girls. We wanted to give you a heads up from the start saying, you know, as soon as you step away from this, it's all going to be over.
Said it wasn't true, and I believe her. So, Dave, but I've taken on board, but let me just talk to Lauren.
Of course you believe her. You're that desperate for her that you believe her. And to be fair, this is what she means about the fact that she wants a man that's masculine. You haven't even got a backbone. You believe anything that she says. It's nuts. He's refusing to read between the lines the way she's treated him. Because she knows, and to be fair, this is probably why she was even more annoyed with the Elliot situation, because Elliot had that backbone to defend himself. And that's what probably made her want to stay with him and want to fight for that relationship. But with this relationship, she hasn't once shown any signs of actually wanting to stay or actually want to fight for it. It's interesting, isn't it? She wanted to actually see if she can make things work with Elliot, but not with Clint. It says a lot.
I'll listen to her, actually.
I actually brought them closer together.
Yeah, I was pretty taken back.
Being led on like this, it's sort of frustrating. Somehow, she's got him wrapped around her little finger. He's absolutely oblivious to what's actually unfolding right in front of him.
What's her name?
Troll?
Doubling down and calling me names. You've just kicked my kennel, haven't you?
And all the women here, let alone my wife, who backed you in day one against Elliot. It's pretty rude that you have the guts to call these beautiful women trolls. And
I mean, listen, someone had to call her out. It's true. You're asking good questions here, you know. When he was Elliot, you was all da-da-da-da-da-da, but now it's you. You're all whoo, you know. So, and to be honest with you, I guess Lauren's biggest hint at the time that she was potentially going to be like this was her sister. We also have her sister behaved at that wedding, obviously, when she got married to Elliot. The way her sister behaved was absolutely crazy work. So, you know, I mean, listen, it's not fair to always say that, you know, someone's siblings can represent someone else, you know what I mean? But her sister's behavior now makes even more sense. It makes you wonder how those two girls were raised. That's when you start looking at the parents.
Hogan, I feel
I'm back lost. He came out like hyenas last night at Lauren.
back that kind of language. You can't honestly back that kind of language.
Bogan. I said you're loud and boganic was the words that I used.
With that behaviour, that is terrible, mate. And you should hold yourself accountable because that's your partner.
Yeah, how do you excuse that?
I was extremely.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, so yeah, how do you excuse that?
Questions. You came with accusations.
Essentially, last night, the conversation actually did start with questions.
Gosh, do you not see this behaviour? You're looking elsewhere. You're rolling your eyes at me. This is what you were doing last night. And this is why I got louder and I got...
I can't imagine why. They both said that they felt like I was attacked.
What?
Ray, is that your opinion?
Delivery could have been a little bit better.
Thank you, Ray.
You did.
You know what's crazy? He's like, thank you, Ree, but bro, like, Ree still confirms the fact that your woman was not being nice. Are you going to let that go over your head? Whether Jamie's delivery was good or not, that's still basically, he was like, thank you, Ree. Like, you know, the crazy thing about it is obviously you got two people who obviously coming at Jamie for her delivery, but they're not saying that she was wrong. Why are you not paying attention to that little small print there, Clint? But Clint is just as bad.
Actually, you say that you felt like it was an attack. Whether they've retracted that now, I'm not sure, but that is what was the sentiment last night.
Now everyone's a type of boy.
Thanks, Karina.
I'm not defending her. I'm
Having your empathy? Either.
Jamie, sit the down.
Don't swear at him, mate.
Sit the down.
No, bro, this is the 10th time, bro. You have sworn at a woman, bro.
Thank you. He had...
Bro, and the fact that you both don't see that, again, that's why we see you get along. Bro, you can't be swearing at women and you're rude and arrogant, bro. That's it.
I do feel...
Boom, bam. I obviously I hadn't even picked up on the fact that he kept swearing, you know, to be honest, at women, which is not kind. But hey ho, he's now definitely digging a hole, and this is why he ends up becoming as bad as his wife, the woman that he thinks actually wants him. The second this experience is over, your relationship is done.
like Jamie, and I haven't heard you try and ask Lauren for an apology in front of all of us. And there were so many chances.
Me, thank you, Jackie. I have spoken to her today that I didn't agree with the things that she said. I don't care what's happened behind closed doors when I see her. I'm here. Now's your time. Adrian and my husband.
Jamie, when did I defend her?
You spoke up for Lauren. Things you didn't speak up for her.
You feel sad for her.
No,
As a person, empathy now for
okay,
Lauren.
babe, now you're putting come together.
Then stand up for me too, Karina. We've done our time. I've had your back. I've had everyone's back. Defend me, maybe. What do you...
I mean, listen, facts have been said. I mean, to be honest with you, like when you feel like people aren't, you know, being on your side, your levels are gonna rise. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not surprised that Jamie's voice is getting louder and louder and louder and louder and louder. You know, but the thing that Jamie needs to recognize is that no one's actually your friend. You've known these women like for a couple weeks, whatever. You know, like I do find it funny on these shows that women always see the other women as their friends. It's freaking hilarious. I mean, unless you continue talking after the experiment, you're not really friends on the show. You're just there together. You know what I mean?
My friends have completely dropped the ball. Karina sitting there, I don't know, trying to at least make unacceptable.
Well, Lauren has definitely caused a little bit of an issue here amongst the ladies, and Clint has definitely started to lose his respect amongst the men as well. You know what I mean? Well, it's kind of annoying because now I feel like these two are going to stay for the sake of staying, even though they said they were going to leave. You know what I mean? I guess I'll find the next episode or so. But nonetheless, though, thank you so much for your time. Peace.